Hello YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today I have a cool one for you guys today. It is the Pacific Rim Uprising Side Jaeger Gipsy Avenger figure from Tamashii Nations Bandai. Yeah, it's from the Robot Spirits line. This is actually the cheapest one in the line. I have the first two waves. And this guy is $19.99 and the others are all 30 bucks. So you get this guy cheapo, which is really nice. I got wave 1 from Toys R Us. Obsidian Fury online, and then the rest of Wave 2 from Barnes & Noble. So go check out your stores. Not Toys R Us, because it don't exist anymore, but Barnes & Noble probably have them. But yeah, I mean, it's a really cool figure. There it is in packaging. You know, you got the Jaeger schematics, you know, Gipsy Avenger, bottom of the box, side of the box, side of the box. Very cool. And then here's the back. Gipsy Avenger honors the heroic legacy of her namesake as the flagship leader of the Mark 6 fleet. More than just a Jaeger, she's a symbol of hope to millions. Includes chainsword and gravity sling accessories. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You know, it shows all the different stuff. Really dig it. Over 24 points of articulation. Really cool. So yeah, let's bust her out of package. And here it is out of packaging, the Robot Spirits Gipsy Avenger. Design-wise, I think Gipsy Avenger is a improvement over Gipsy Danger. You know, it's sleeker. It doesn't look like it's made out of recycled battleships like Gipsy Danger did. It's pretty cool. I really like it. It kind of reminds me of Evangelion with those spikes on the back. I mean, Gipsy Danger had stuff like that on the back too, but they were more like pads. But they're more like back spikes on this guy. Well, I guess it's her. All ships are women. Ships are she's. But when it comes to mechas, I normally refer to them as whatever their pilot is. And this Jaeger is piloted by 2 men, so I often call Gipsy Avenger a he, even though it's a she. But it doesn't really matter because it's a robot and it doesn't have feelings I can hurt. So, whatever. But yeah, what a figure. Damn. If you get it in the right place, if you can get it for release price, it's cheaper than the Diamond Select. The Diamond Select has more accessories, but this one is more posable, I feel like. And it might scale better with lots of kaiju figures you already have. Honestly, because I wasn't expecting the Diamond Select one to be so damn big. It's even bigger than the NECAs. But you'll see that later when I do size comparisons. I'll show it with its counterpart from Diamond Select. But I mean, it has a lot of articulation stuff. These don't move. I just want to mention that you pop them into the back. They're separate in the package, so you pop them into the back. No big deal. They stay very well. The shoulders move all about, and they're on the arms, so you can move the arms. And if you position the shoulders right, you can get pretty much any arm movement you want. Double ball in there. It's all really cool. The head moves around very well, which is really cool. This is the second tallest Robot Spirits in the first 2 waves. I have the first 2 waves, as I did mention. Double elbow bend, real nice. Look at all the movement on this wrist. Really cool. You know, the ab movement. Oh, sorry. A little gunk in my throat. Ab movement's real good. The legs move crazy well. They can come in like that, you know, so you can kind of spread them out farther for big old kicks. Look at him. He can almost do the splits. We can do the splits, but not like full 100%. You know, you got a double knee bend, ankle pivot, forward and back. I mean, what a good figure. This is a very good figure. And for 20 bucks? Shit. Fuck. This is probably the most quality I've ever gotten a figure for $20. This is a really good figure. I mean, damn. Look at that. Look at that profile. Really nice. Now, detail and paint-wise, I like the paint on the visor really well. Looks good. I believe that's where they are. They used clear plastic parts for the reactor, which is a really good choice. The paint on the Diamond Select used paint, but they used color variants, so theirs looks really good as well, but so does this. That's more of a personal thing. Know which one you like more, because they both look really good. They could have painted it, and I would have been fine, as long as they had some color variation in there. But I mean, look, you got number 6 there. You got the little Peace Corps thing there. All kinds of print on it. Just magnificent. It doesn't have the wash on it that the Diamond Select does. I know I'm comparing it to the Diamond Select a lot, but I feel like that's important. If you can only afford one, you know. It's $5 less than the Diamond Select. More articulation. The paint it's not less than the Diamond Select. The Diamond Select has more paint on it, but that's because the Diamond Select has a wash to make it look like it's been fighting a little bit, where this guy is complete paint. So it's like before he goes into battle, where he's all freshly painted and everything. He looks more like on this one. So both looks are fine. I mean, the Diamond Select isn't battle damaged. It just looks like it's been in battle. You know, is that coming across well? I don't know, but I mean, this is a good figure. This is a really good figure. Highly, highly recommended. So, yeah, now let's get into some accessories. First of all, Gipsy Avenger comes with 2 open hands for grappling and fighting and stuff. They're kind of positioned like Dragon Star's hands. If you have any Dragon Star's Saiyans, where when you pop them on that way, they kind of already fold out. I would have preferred the joint be right there instead of back here, but it doesn't really bother me, especially since I'm not going to be displaying him with these hands. So that's that. As I mentioned earlier, he does come with a gravity sling, which is actually more accurate than the Diamond Select one, because the Diamond Select one doesn't have all the blue energy, and it had blue energy the entire time it was active. So this one is more accurate, but it goes on and off the same way as the other does, because it's a full forearm removal. You remove the full forearm and it goes on, which is better because that means this stays on better and it's less fragile, which is really nice. I almost said pew pew, but it doesn't pew pew. That's the plasma cannon, which he does not come with, but the Diamond Select does. And here's Gipsy Avenger with the chain sword. Goes on the same way. You remove it right here and pop on the forearm, which makes it less fragile and less likely to pop out. But it doesn't have a hand of its own, so you have to pop off his fist hand and pop it back on here. You could pop the open hand on here, but because of the way it's pre-positioned, it won't fit right. So you can only have the fist hand on the chain sword. Sorry, guys. But, I mean, it's still really cool, you know. This is what I'm going to display him with, of course. Very, very awesome. I was always afraid to display my Diamond, not my Diamond, the Diamond Select one is the same way, except that its hand is pre-installed. It doesn't have the articulation. But, I mean, this is really cool. The Diamond one goes on the same way, but this one, is much better than the NECAs, because the NECAs would always fall out and they were super fragile. So this is perfect. Perfect. But yeah, I mean, I can get him in all kinds of cool poses with this sword. Now we're going to jump into size comparisons. For our first size comparison, we're going to show him with some other Pacific Rim Kaiju from both the lines that have produced Kaiju at the time of recording this, because the Diamond Select one's not out yet. But here on the left we have the NECA Trespasser, and he actually looks better with the NECA Trespasser than the NECA Jaegers do. I know Trespasser never fought a Jaeger, but still, it actually looks better with NECA monsters than the NECA Jaegers, which is pretty awesome. And then here on the right is the one he's supposed to go with, the Sophie Spirits Pacific Rim Uprising Raijin. This is a monster he fought in the film. And I think they look great together. You can also get this Raijin at Books A Million. Not Books A Million. I don't know if it's at Books A Million or not, but it was at Barnes & Noble. So go check out the collectibles at your local Barnes & Noble, because they might have these guys. Now here he is with some other Gypsies. Here on the left, another version of himself, the Diamond Select. As you can see, the Diamond Select towers over this mofo. So if you prefer size, then the Diamond Select is for you. I left mine in a hot car, so he's a little wobbly right now. But I think that's my fault, not the manufacturer's fault. But yeah, more accessories and more girth, but this guy is more posable, and I feel like size is better with stuff, because I thought this would size better with the NECA ones. As you can see here, we have the NECA Wave 2 Battle Damage Gipsy Danger, which is the predecessor of her. And, I mean, these two are closer in height than these two. So, I don't know. I guess each line is just going to be on its own. And these guys are kind of all over the place in height, to be honest. Because the Saber Athena and Obsidian Fury are more around this size, but the Guardian Bravo, Bracer Phoenix, and Titan Redeemer are all a bit smaller, and it's like, I don't know. I don't remember if they all looked eye to eye in the movie or not. I think they did, but whatever. But, So good. These are just all good figures, except this guy. He barely moves and he's fragile. But yeah, so that's how he looks with the other lines. So decide what you want for yourself based on what I've told you. Because, like, this one didn't come with Obsidian Tech because he came out before the movie and he came out after the movie, so he didn't come with spoiler accessories and he did. So, I just wanted to answer that question if anyone had it. And, you know, I'm not going to let you guys walk out of here without showing him with some Godzilla stuff. He actually scales fairly well with these Godzilla figures. The monsters could be a little bigger, but screw it. We have the Bandai Creations, aka Bandai America 2004 Final Wars Gigan here on the left. And on the right, we have the Atomic Blast version of the NECA 2001 Godzilla. And lastly, here's with some Ultraman stuff. Here on the left, we have Bogal, an Ultra Monster. Lots of my Ultra Monsters are bigger than this one, but this is the one I have on hand. So, yeah, you know, from the Ultra Monster EX line. And then here on the right, which looks pretty good with our Jaeger here, Ultra Father from the Ultra Act line, another super articulated line. Both Bandai, you know, etc. Tamashii Nations also. I think they look cool. Figure Arts does these now, so they're a little smaller now, but still, they look good with the Ultra Acts. So what are my final thoughts on the Pacific Rim Uprising, Robot Spirits, Bandai and Tamashii Nations, Side, Jaeger, Gipsy Avenger? Hell yeah! This is a dope figure. Honestly, if you can afford it, it's different enough from the Diamond Select to warrant buying them both. But I think I've shown you enough about both of those figures in this review for you guys to be able to pick which one you prefer if you can only afford one, like I feel like most people will. I actually can only afford one also. I had to save up for the Diamond Select one. But I mean, he's really cool. You know, he's got excellent articulation. The detail and paint is on point. Great accessories. I feel like it scales better with most of my kaiju figures than the Diamond Select, which is excellent. That's the best part about this guy compared to the Diamond Select. But it's just a lovable figure. You can get him on Amazon, I know. You can get him at Barnes & Noble. I got mine at Toys R Us, as I said, but that's not much of an option anymore. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. But that is it. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you all later.